Hey guys, I'm Jake from today'siphone.com, and here's what's going on this week. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about today is iOS 4.2 for the iPhone, iPod Touch, and iPad has been delayed because of a reported Wi-Fi issue. Apparently, devices running the iOS 4.2 Gold Master are having problems connecting to Wi-Fi networks, and if they actually do connect to the Wi-Fi network, they still can't get online. This is a pretty serious issue, especially considering that a lot of new users have to use Wi-Fi since AT&T put a cap on their data. So let's just hope Apple sorts this out and we get iOS 4.2 sometime next week. Okay, in app news, Cam got an email this week from Firemint. These are the guys behind the very popular iOS racing game, Real Racing. The email didn't say much, but what it did say was that Real Racing 2 was coming and it's coming soon. So any fans of the first Real Racing, keep your eyes out for this game in the App Store sometime soon. Okay, moving on, in iPad news, there's been rumors floating around that David Simmons, the popular British photographer, has been working on the commercial for the iPad 2 at New York's Pier 59. Now, security is super tight on the shoot, and they're not even using the next iPad prototype in the shoot. They're using the first generation, and they're just going to digitally add in the second generation when the iPad 2 becomes available. We can learn a couple things from this. First, the iPad 2 should be here sometime soon, hopefully, maybe. And second of all, the next iPad will be approximately the same size as the first generation, otherwise they wouldn't be able to digitally add the second one in where the first one originally was. Now if this video comes out anything like Simmons' other commercials, it's going to be really cool, really sleek, and really Apple. Hopefully we see this on our TV screen sometime very soon. Okay, next I have a couple cool stories for you in the jailbreaking department. The first is an application called Parallax. Now this is cool because it lets you have scrollable backgrounds on your home screen. You can get this app in Cydia from the Big Boss repo. It costs $149, and it basically mimics the functionality of the Android background, meaning that when you swipe from home screen to home screen, the picture in the background just moves over a little bit. Now this could seem like a pretty small tweak, but a lot of users have been hoping for this, and it adds a nice bit of flair to your iPhone that a lot of people won't have. Speaking of Android on the iPhone, Adriana shows us how it's possible to install Android 2.2 Froyo onto your first generation or second generation iPhone. I'm not going to explain all the technical aspects here, but if this sounds interesting to you, definitely check out the video, and I gotta say, this looks really awesome. But keep in mind that it does involve jailbreaking your device, which voids your Apple warranty. Alright, and finally, a new iPad commercial has been hitting TV screens this week. Now the reason this is newsworthy is not the fact that it's an iPad commercial, it's the fact that it's a Verizon iPad commercial. It's pretty interesting how this 30-second commercial manages to not only promote Verizon's network and talk about the magic of the iPad, but simultaneously bash AT&T's network. I'm just waiting for the day when I see a commercial advertising the Verizon iPhone. Well, that's it for this week, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, if you have any questions or comments about anything I talked about this week, you can follow me on Twitter at TiPJake, and I will answer your questions to the best of my abilities. For more news, views, and reviews, don't forget to check out today'siphone.com.